when I was surrounded by the most people.
You better believe it.
And I was so sad and lonely, and I would try to take myself back to the grief and the shock of when my parents died. Just so I could be snapped out of it. How can you feel like this? You have everything going for you. Life is amazing. You're winning awards, you're breaking records, millions of people love you.
How dare I have a right to feel like this?
Yeah, I didn't feel like I had the right to complain.
Right.
And so I thought, okay, remind yourself how you felt when your parents, when your parents died, and then that will somehow shock you into some kind of reality and say, okay, no, that is worth grieving over.
This doesn't count.
Yeah.
So when we have a loss, at first our wound is huge. Everything's about this wound. We actually become narcissistic. It's about me. I hurt. I need to survive. Boom. As I heal, I slowly glean the wisdom from my scars so I can live more presently. But it means I've had to allow these wounds in my life time to heal. And they have to be seen, heard, and valued, rather than, oh, that's not so bad, I shouldn't be feeling like that. Cool?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, then I just want to say one thing. If I look at my childhood, I forgave my parents as I went. Now, that's because I don't think that they did it on purpose.
It wasn't out of malice.
Exactly. Of course I forgive that. But when somebody hurts me on purpose, or what I think is on purpose, and what I'm starting to realize more and more is that, I guess none of it is on purpose.
Good job.
There's something wrong with them too.
Good job.
The part that I have the harder part with is the betrayal of my friend. Honestly, I really have a hard time with that one because...
There's where you feel blindsided.
Yeah, and I feel like I should have defended myself, defended my family, defended my marriage, or defended the way my marriage ended.
So we take that energy because I don't get to control those behaviors.
I don't feel that that's my struggle.
Yeah, but I hear you saying she should not have done that. And I don't have the control over her. I can only clean my side of the street. I can't clean that other side of the street.
Okay, so do you confront the person then?
It depends. Is that going to cause more drama so I'm staying caught in the drama of the past? Where is it time to just step out?
Okay, that's where I'm stuck here. I can see it.
But you're doing great.
And I'd spent a lot of time wishing things could be different. But it is out of your control. And even if you thought you were in control, you really aren't. And you can either be okay with it or not be okay with it. Either way, it's not going to change it.
What I'm hoping you'll do is pick 2, 3, 4 letters. Write the letters. We'll mail them tonight, meaning the fireplace. It's a great universal mailbox.
Yeah, I love that idea.
But just allow the time for you to drop into your heart, taking the time to heal, to move on. And that's where forgiveness lives.
Ted asked me to write letters to people I have unresolved feelings about. And then we're going to get rid of them and you're going to just burn them in the fire after. All right.
I'm not always strong, and sometimes I'm even wrong.
It's a complex thing, forgiveness. And I've never really been faced with really having to consciously put an effort into forgiving somebody. It always came naturally. I really just accepted, well, that's life, and what can you do? And this time around, I just needed a little bit more help. On this journey, I'm doing a lot of things that scare me. It's actually vital now that I'm getting married to Fred. It's natural for me to express myself verbally. I'm a writer. I like putting my thoughts into words. But pain, maybe, sharing pain or sharing uncomfortable things has been a bit difficult for me. It's been ingrained in me through life that I just want to get on with it. I neglect the fact that I need to let it out. It's affected my vocal expression, you see, and it's just not good for me. I want to live my life with a lighter load, if I can help it.
This piece is where it gets to be witnessed. When you first came in, you talked about the importance of sharing even when it's more difficult and breaking out of that bubble. My job here is to be a witness.
I didn't realize that he was going to ask me to read my letters out loud before we burnt them. So I was a little bit surprised by that. And I was sweating bullets because I'm thinking, I don't remember what I wrote now exactly. I wrote it with the intention that I was going to burn it.
You will burn it.
I know, right? I remember, it's true. I so believe you.
This candle is for your bravery. As you state whatever you wrote, they get to go out into the collective as well to help others.
Now, what if somebody comes in and says, no way, man, I'm not reading you what I wrote because that was like so private.
And we say, okay.
Do some people do that?
And then about the fourth day, they say, okay, it's the building of that trust.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm okay with that.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Thank you.
There's really no escape at that point. And I was a little bit upset that he didn't tell me that I was going to have to read it out loud. But if you knew that you were going to have to read it out loud, you wouldn't write the truth. Well, you can't really escape it if you read your own words, right? Such a great trap.
You didn't even hit me.
I feel trapped.
You didn't even hit me.
I was like,